What the deal, artist MC fam? If you don't know who it is, it's that boy R.THESE. Alright, so people, we got Easy Mill and Hbom perform Cultura live on the Wish Bus, man. Let me give a shout out to my Filipinos. Let me give a shout out to the States, East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Wherever you at, we is. So let's get it. Alright, so y'all spam me this. Y'all say, yeah, man, yo, artist, I hope you do this. I really want you to do this. I'm like, hey, man, I'm here for it. Just give me the... So y'all hit me up, said, yo, it's out. Let's do it. So I was working on some other stuff. I stopped what I'm doing. Get to y'all. Let's go. Let's get in these bars. I love Hbom, man. He be like, Hbom can spit, man. I heard him. I know they're gonna spaz.
Wish 1075.
I could just influence the pinnacle of a nuisance when we're living in America. Sitting, killing the losers, take a minute while I dream of a singular moment. When my Shirly stars will align, need these bars, you will find a freaking hack to the cheat code. Stay with it.
Ooh. I can't believe when did they write this? Because he talked about the pentagram before, but I know on this is something totally different. What are you talking about here with the pinnacle? And then he says, I could think of a singular minute. You know, that right there, it's funny how he's flipping it because it's a metaphor. It's he's flipping it of a singular minute. The minute and the singular. Singular used to be a cell phone. It used to be a cell phone service carrier. And that's why he said a singular moment. And then he said these bars will align. So he's talking about metaphorically, not for real. He's metaphorically speaking about cell phone. These bars is what you get on your cell phone. You know what I'm saying? So when you get bars on your cell phone, because, yo, they suck. Yo, singular used to suck. And that's why he was saying it's a miracle because of the whole fact that, yo, singular sucked. So he's trying to compare that to his whole rhyme scheme. Like, I could think of a singular minute. And what he's talking about is his own rhymes. So, like, these bars will align. Eventually, he's going to get better with his pen game. Eventually, he's going to do that. But right now, he's trying to work his way there. It's the same with singular. But singular is just, they were garbage. You know what I'm saying? He uses cell phone service and stuff like that. He uses a lot of stuff in his thing. And the reason why he grew up, but I'm surprised because singular was out a while back. Maybe they might be still around over where he's at. And that's where he says, well, these bars will align. I'm going to hit it back again. I'm going to give you more of a breakdown of it. But I know that's exactly what he's affirming to. Watch.
075.
I could just influence the pinnacle of a nuisance when we're living in America.
He says, I can influence the pinnacle of a nuisance when we're living in a miracle. Watch.
Sitting, killing the losers, take a minute while I dream of a singular moment. When my Shirly stars will align, need these bars, you will find a freaking.
When these bars you will find. So the bars, him finding his bars, and what happens when you out of service and you have bad cell phone service? You're out there looking like this. These bars will align. They'll line up, and the pinnacle is basically the cell phone tower. It's a pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? So the way he did it was the pinnacle of his artistry and the pinnacle. That's just dope. I've never seen nothing like this. This kid goes way out there. But I do notice he does use modern technology in his raps. So that's pretty damn dope. Let's get to the next one. But he's going so fast.
I can hack to the cheat code, stay with a chip on my freaking shoulder, looking over like I'm worried if it ever was a snap.
Like a hack to the cheat code. Chip. What's in your cell phones? A chip on my shoulder. You talk like this, right? When you're on the phone, you talk like this with a chip on my shoulder. A chip, a hack to the cheat code. And he's referencing it to his raps. A chip on my shoulder is like, you're always pissed off. You know what I'm saying? So he's talking about his rhymes and him getting gritty and just killing it. Yo, this is pretty damn dope, man, the way he's putting it together. But you know what I'm saying? I can't believe the way he wrote that, a chip on my shoulder. That's dope because that's what's in here is a chip. A chip on my shoulder, a hack to the cheat code. That's dope, man. He killed that.
My vision as he detonates the area bomb line.
Hold on.
Switching boss, you will find a freaking hack to the cheat code. Stay with a chip on my freaking shoulder, looking over like I'm worried if it ever was a snap on a beast mode, tackling the East Road, dimming the vividness.
Okay, so it does confirm what I said. With a chip on my shoulder and I'm looking over. See? Chip on my shoulder and I'm looking over. What do you do like this? It looks like you're looking over, right? Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Go somewhere, because I know exactly what I'm talking about right here. This is exactly what he's saying. Let's get back to it.
Of a singular bumper when my shitty stars will align. Need these bars, you will find a freaking hack to the cheat code. Still with a chip on my freaking shoulder, looking over like I'm worried if it ever was a snap on a beast mode. Tackling these road, dimming the vividness of my vision as he detonates the area bomb fuse. Mission impossible when I bend it.
All right, so he said mission impossible. He said detonate in an aerial bomb fuse. Mission impossible. Hold on. He said something about a pen. And if it's that, he's talking about the part in Mission Impossible where they dropped the pen and he went all the way down and then he caught it when he had to slide all the way down when he's up in the air.
But when I bend it in the drop of these trappities, further bullets like a scary Tom Cruise player in the wrong news. Think of the drawer on my side, but we know you're a right line.
Wait a minute, hold on. That was too fast.
Vividness of my vision as he detonates the area bomb fuse. Mission impossible when I bend it in the drop of these trappities, further bullets like a scary Tom Cruise player in the
they are talking about what's it called? Mission Impossible when he dropped the pen, because he says something about Tom Cruise. I couldn't get what he said before that, but he said something about Tom Cruise.
Forever with a snap on a beast mode, tackling these road, dimming the vividness of my vision as he detonates the area bomb fuse. Mission impossible.
Tackling these roads. Basically, it's basically like dimming the vivid of vision or some shit like that. Where it's basically he's when you see something clear, but all of a sudden it's all dim. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to mess up your eyes, all hazy.
When I bend it in the drop of these trappities, further bullets like a scary Tom Cruise player in the wrong news. Think of the drawer on my side, but we know you're a right line.
All right, compare what's it called acting like your Messiah. What's it called comparing to your pariah? You all right? So yeah, so basically what he's trying to say, you're trying to act like God when you're a pariah, and he says you're lying. So basically what he's trying to say there is what's a pariah is like you're almost like a peasant type person. You're really not what you're saying you are. You know, you're lying. You know, you're not a Messiah, bro. You're almost a peasant. So that's what a pariah is. You know what I'm saying? It's like the outcast and stuff.
I know, boy, fuck the humility. I'ma get rich and ain't none of you billing me, patting my things. So you run up my enemies.
Ooh. He said, fuck the humility. Patting my shit. Ain't none of you billing me. All right, so right there, he's talking about Bill Gates. It's rumored that Bill Gates stole his roommate's pattern. So if they would have had it patterned, they wouldn't have been able to steal it. And he said, so none of you mini-me's. So he's saying, so none of you guys could take my stuff and run off and act like me. You know what I'm saying? So he says, I'm going to patent it. And ain't none of you billing me. So that means two things. Ain't none of you billing me, charging me for anything, or ain't none of you billing me as in Bill Gates and me. You guys ain't going to do what he did to them guys. I'm going to patent my shit. So you ain't going to steal my rhymes. You can't steal my raps. I ain't letting none of you guys steal my raps and run around like mini-me's and get paid off of me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't going to happen. It's going to be right here. All the money's coming right here. I ain't going to have a bunch of mini-me's out there acting like me and getting paid. Nah, that ain't happening.
Cause scary Tom Cruise player in the wrong news. Think of the drawer on my side, but we know you're a right line. Little boy, fuck the humility. I'ma get rich and ain't none of you billing me, patting my things. So you run up my enemies, beating for clicks, but a duck from my simile. Stop all the
Ooh. Punk motherfuckers better duck from my similes. Similes are metaphors, like what I just said. They're metaphors, like I just did. When I said, you know, how he said, ain't none of you billing me, and how he did a singular, you know, and the thing with a chip on my shoulder. Those are metaphors. You know what I'm saying? A chip on my shoulder. Because this would be a chip on my shoulder. Me looking over with a chip on my shoulder. That's what that would be. I would be looking over with a chip on my shoulder. The chip would be on my shoulder and I'm looking behind me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Ducking my similes. That's what it is. Duck. And what he means by ducking my similes ain't literally ducking. He's meaning the rhymes are going to go over your head. If you duck something, it goes over your head, right? That's what he's trying to say. You guys are ducking my similes because you guys ain't going to catch them. And there was a lot in there. I'm pretty sure there was a bunch I didn't catch because they're spitting so damn fast. But the ones that I could catch, I caught. You know, I mean, if anybody catches all of them, there's no fucking way. Nobody is that good, especially when somebody's writing that fast. When somebody's spitting that fast, you ain't gonna catch every single. Not even M could do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, that I ain't even buying. But what he's saying is, you ducking my similes, they're going over your head. That was a dope ass part, yo. These, like I said, these two together when they spit, they feed off each other. It's crazy.
The laugh of the bull, you ain't popping. Learn to just walk before you get to hop. I'm the wrong type of window that you should be beeping. Get going, get back to the crack that you sleep in.
He says, boy, you need to walk before you can hop. He says, so go back to the crack that you sleep in. He said, nigga, you ain't shit. Yo, go back in the ground, bro. The crack that you sleep in, the ground. Go back to the dirt. That's crazy. Let's get it.
From the outside, you cannot become what we have been. All the good is what you think you say, but this culture that you love is what we bled to keep.
Holy shit, I gotta plug this in because it's gonna die.
Kahit bingin mabibilib kahit wala na siyang patinig. Kaya nga buksan mo na ang mata mo parang bulaga tayo tonawa sa kanyang paningin at takidaan na dilim. Mga guru-guruan yung puro mga bobo. Wala pa rin modo at kung todo-todo inyong panulok. So disan-disan yung ramdam kong asintado. Para kay gago, ako'y makaluma, kayo'y makabago. Iyak ka na lang kung isa ka sa mga hindi nakatago. Bago na kung bago sa pagpasok, like senang napuno ng mema. Meron ng bulera sa amin sa pagkwenta. Salot sa akong pera, gagang muskatera. Kahit palit-palitin pa ang tema ng kanyang kinakasabik na pag-entra. Kape kay Anya, daig pa ang hena. Teka lang boss, 5-4-3 na ako na nga ba si kamatayin gamitin ng asbestos. Singapin nyo lang ang lahat na buga ng aking sulat. Nakatatangay sa lalamunan nyo pepektos. Y'all can't even begin to think what we went through. I know all OGs can agree. All of you should thank us for keeping this thing together.
Oh, hell yeah.
Y'all stay pushing us. Keep going. See where that gets you.
I like when he does that.
You cannot become what we have been. All the good is what you think you see, but this culture that you love is what we bled to keep.
Wish exclusive on Wish.
This culture that you love, we bled to keep. And that's true. These guys are fighting for hip hop. And it also flips on their culture. Like I said, this whole entire thing, that's why he said you're ducking my similes. Similes are metaphors, okay? Everything about this song was metaphorically speaking. Everything. Nothing was what it seemed. There's nobody that can tell me different because it says it in the rhymes. Ducking my similes. Similes are metaphors. So that's exactly what this whole thing was. It was all metaphors. It meant one thing, but it also meant another. And that's what a metaphor. It means two things. And I like the way they do it. Metaphors, number one, rite of passage is metaphors. I mean, Eminem does it all the time, and he loves Eminem. So it would only make sense for him to do metaphors most of the time he raps. Shit went hard, man. These two together, yo, is just crazy. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? So basically what they're saying is, yo, they're going to fight for this. And they're saying you OGs, you know what I'm saying, should be like, yo, you know, showing us love for this. But no, instead, y'all want to push us. I'll tell you right now, this OG, no, but support over here, baby. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I wouldn't play you. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do. I ain't going to fake. If I do not like an artist, I'm going to say I don't like the artist. And if I do play them for people, I will. And I'll say I don't like the artist. But if I like the artist, I like the artist. And how can you deny and say that he's garbage? I mean, because you can't deny it. The dude's just nice. He's just nasty. He's going to be the nicest, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's nice. He's nice as hell. Plain and simple. He's one of the nicest out right now. And he's a kid, man. Like, he's in his 20s. You know what I'm saying? You know how much more time he has to grow and make it, like, crazy? That's what I'm trying to say. I like it, man. That whole rhyme scheme, yo, that messed with my head, man. That messed with my head. Like, he really killed it anyways. That was Easy Mill and Hbom. Perform Cultura. Live on the Wish Bus, man. The original link to that video will be in the description below. Go over there. Get the views up. I'll be that boy, Odison. Push.